What is the value of the expression 8 squared minus open parenthesis 72 divided by 9 times 2 close parenthesis then divided by 2 cubed? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? 98% of people get to read and choose the wrong answer. Let's go through this question step by step and solve it together. At the beginning, many people go straight to the expression instead of parentheses because they believe parentheses have a higher priority than the other operations. And they immediately perform the multiplication between 9 and 2 because they think multiplication has a higher priority than division. So, they simplify this expression and write it as 8 squared minus 72 divided by 18 instead of parentheses, then divided by 2 cubed. And the next step, they move on to the division between 72 and 18 and replace this expression with 8 squared minus 4 divided by 2 cubed. Then, they go to the exponents and simplify this expression to 64 minus 4 divided by 8. And the final step, they go for the division between 4 and 8 because they believe division has a higher priority than subtraction. So, they rewrite this expression as 64 minus 0.5, which finally gives them the answer 63.5. Then, they quickly say that option C is the correct answer to this question. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Also, some other people when solving this question first go straight to the expression 8 squared and simplify it to 64 minus 72 divided by 9 times 2 instead of parentheses, then divided by 2 cubed. And the next step, they focus on the expression instead of parentheses and solve with the division between 72 and 9. So, they simplify this expression to 64 minus 8 times 2 instead of parentheses, then divided by 2 cubed. Then, they perform the multiplication between 8 and 2 instead of parentheses and write this expression as 64 minus 16 divided by 2 cubed. Next, they do the subtraction between 64 and 16 and simplify this expression to 48 divided by 2 cubed. And the final step, they handle the exponent and write this expression as 48 divided by 8, which ultimately gives them the answer 6. And they conclude that option A is the correct answer to this question. But I have to say, we're tricked and it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let's go step by step together and show you how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we must follow the PEMDAS rule step by step. And this rule, P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponent, M stands for multiplication, D stands for division, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. It means that we need to perform all the operations step by step in order from top to bottom. Alright, as you can see in the image, and this expression, first we have an exponent, then a subtraction sign, followed by parentheses, then a division sign, and finally another exponent. According to the PEMDAS rule, first we should start with the parentheses, because parentheses have the highest priority over all other operations. And instead of parentheses, first we have a division sign and then a multiplication sign. It's very important to note that multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, we must start from the left and move toward the right, performing these two operations in order. So, first we do the division between 72 and 9. And this expression simplifies to 8 squared minus 8 times 2 instead of parentheses, then divided by 2 cubed. And the next step, we handle the multiplication between 8 and 2. And this expression simplifies to 8 squared minus 16 divided by 2 cubed. Next, it's time to handle the exponents. Because according to the PEMDAS rule, after parentheses, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, we can write this expression as 64 minus 16 divided by 8. And the final step, we perform the division between 16 and 8 because division has a higher priority than subtraction. So, this expression simplifies to 64 minus 2, which finally gives us the answer 62. That's great. Option B is the correct answer to this question.